Have you ever wondered why we celebrate Halloween? Why do we dress up in costumes, carve pumpkins, and go trick-or-treating? Today, we're going to discover the fun and spooky history behind this awesome holiday. So get ready to travel back in time to the ancient days, when Halloween first began. A long, long time ago, more than 2,000 years ago, people celebrated a special day called Samhain. This holiday was celebrated by the ancient Celts, who lived in places like Ireland, Scotland, and northern France. Samhain was celebrated at the end of October, marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the cold, dark winter. The Celts believed that on the night of Samhain, the boundary between the world of the living and the world of the spirits was very thin. This meant that spirits, both good and bad, could visit the living world. To protect themselves from the mischievous spirits, people would light huge bonfires and wear costumes made of animal skins to disguise themselves. Back then, costumes weren't superheroes or princesses like today. People wore animal skins and masks to confuse the spirits and make them think they were part of the spirit world too. The Celts believed that these costumes would keep them safe as they celebrated the end of the harvest and prepared for the long winter ahead. Did you know that the tradition of trick-or-treating may have started with the ancient Celts? On Samhain, people would go from house to house, sharing food with their neighbors and leaving offerings for the spirits. They believed that by sharing treats, they could keep the spirits happy and avoid any tricks or bad luck. Before people used pumpkins, they carved scary faces into turnips to create lanterns. These turnip lanterns were placed outside homes to scare away any bad spirits that might be wandering around on Samhain night. But when people moved to America, they discovered that pumpkins were much easier to carve than turnips, and so the tradition of the jack-o'-lantern was born. As time went on, the tradition of Samhain mixed with Christian holidays. By the 8th century, November first became known as All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Day, a day to honor saints and pray for the dead. The night before, October 31st, was called All Hallows' Eve, which eventually became known as Halloween. When people from Ireland and Scotland moved to America in the 1800s, they brought their Halloween traditions with them. Over time, Halloween became a fun celebration for everyone, especially kids. People began dressing up in costumes, carving pumpkins, and going door to door asking for candy, just like we do today. Today, Halloween is all about fun. We dress up in costumes, carve pumpkins, decorate our homes with spooky decorations, and, of course, go trick-or-treating. But even though Halloween is much more playful now, it still has roots in the ancient traditions of Samhain, when people celebrated the changing of the seasons and the magic of the night. So, whether you're dressing up as a superhero, a witch, or a ghost this year, remember that Halloween is a special night filled with history, magic, and fun. From ancient bonfires to glowing jack-o'-lanterns, Halloween brings together traditions from all over the world to celebrate the spooky and the sweet. Thanks for joining us on this magical journey through the history of Halloween. Now that you know why we celebrate, it's time to put on your favorite costume, carve a pumpkin, and have a spooky, fun Halloween. See you next time. And don't forget, have a happy Halloween.